You alright, Ike? Can you hear me?
Hey, Benson, what's going on?
I
Oh,
can't
what?
seem to hear you.
Okay.
I can't
I
seem to
was,
hear you.
huh?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. One second. That might be on my problem on my end actually. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Sorry, Ike. That was my fault. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Right. How have you been? Have you been okay? You been good?
Yeah, I've been.
You looking healthy? You looking good? That's it. Good spirits. The first question I've got is, what has been the most frustrating part of this journey back into the ring?
What has been what?
What has been the most frustrating part of getting back into the ring?
Oh yeah, well, no promoters wanna call me. I haven't heard any calls from any promoters, and yet I have contacted them. Everyone has contacted them, and it looks like they don't believe me that I wanted to return to boxing.
The, that's left me speechless. But what more do they want than for you to say, "Get me in the ring"?
I don't know why they had taken it so lightly. You know, the December 7th fight was cancelled, and you would have thought that by now it would have been scheduled or rescheduled.
Yeah,
But yes, nothing at all. I just train some, sometimes 2 times a day. I'm in a top shape. Right?
yeah, I see that all the time. I see you're working at every time I message you. You've been, or I've just come out the gym now. I've just come out. You're always in the gym. You're always training. So I don't know why they think that. Maybe they might be a bit scared of you, Ike. They might think you're gonna.
After that, they are very, very scared. They are very, very scared of me. And but it seems to have many good purpose because I am supposed to round up my career with a title shot, becoming a heavyweight champion record, and then retire. It's not really about the moment.
Yeah, it's just
It's
about
about
legacy.
yeah, it's legacy, and I'm very grateful to God that I can still fight, notwithstanding having it not made at this point in time. But I'm ready to step in the ring with minimal financial obligations to get the job done.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what? It's not just about legacy either. You're teaching many people out there that there's no age restriction to fitness. You could be 16 or you could be 60 and you could still work out and you could still get to your peak fitness. And you're teaching a lot of people that.
Yes, I'm teaching them that, notwithstanding that in boxing you have boxing commissions and regulations. They would regulate you to licensure. So I'm very sure with my medical status that I can pass any medical test that is required or where to given a favorable um, pass to licensure.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think you've answered that very well, Ike. And really, I think they should step up and give you an opportunity. They can't just say. To me, it just sounds like they're scared. Like otherwise, you know, they ought to give you an opportunity. But one good thing is we're making noise, and hello. I'll say that again. I'll say it again because I know we lost connection.
Yes.
So we're making noise, and there's fighters who are interested in fighting you. Like, and I'm gonna get to a question in a minute regarding that. Despite all the setbacks, you are still motivated. Do you think you will find it hard to trust promoters from now on? And what could they do to gain your trust?
But I want them to know that I can fight, and I'm not disappointed nor discouraged that I train every day, and I'm willing to put all of that to test. I'm willing to, like I said, it is my interest or tenacity to becoming a heavyweight champion. All the promoter has to do for me is to schedule it by all means necessary.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. And also, they need to live up to what they set. Like, you know, they if they say they're going to give you an advance, the way you can work together, and the way they can get your trust is by living up to what they set. Like, if they say they're going to give you an advance, which is needed, then they should give that you. And if they do, then that's where the trust starts coming in again, doesn't it?
Yes, actually, I have trained more since December 7th cancellation. That means that we had certain understanding. It's not like the promoter did not come up with the money, but he did at late time. So, but I would have preferred if he had come up with that money earlier, but still, the fight was not hard, and so we would have known how it affected my performance.
Yeah,
But in the event of any other promoters, that the issue being the pause to not hinder a fight from me. I would take a fight, I just took a second because I wanted to be back boxing. And in my condition, I need it desperately. I need to have boxing as a goal, stepping off ladder to getting back to United States or even moving on with my life.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Um, Also, he was once considered the most avoided fighter in the division. Do you think that same reputation may be preventing fighters from stepping up now?
Well, fighters are governed by the terms of the contracts with the promoter. And you would imagine that if I had not been contacted by any promoters, it obviously shows that the promoters wouldn't uh, don't want me to fight their fighters or something like that. And
Yeah,
I don't know
that makes sense. Yeah,
yeah, you would avoid an undefeated heavyweight fighter like me. I should be hot cake. I don't know why they haven't called me because all would be on my side. The polarity is on my side. I don't think that I am the African by the promoters that to beat an undefeated fighter like me to cancel me out.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so even if it is slightly the fighters, it's more the promoters because they want to protect their own fighter. That makes a lot of
Exactly.
sense. Yeah,
Exactly.
and also Also, there's talks of a contract being writ for a face-off with Kenzie Morrison. Wladimir Klitschko wants to return, and Luis Ortiz could be a shout. Who would you personally like to fight next?
Well, we have made some contacts. We made some videos with good fighters. Mackenzie Morrison, not with Ortiz, but with Hunter. They both, Morrison and Hunter, have indicated their interest to fighting me. They think that I'm over the hill, and I believe that they are not, in the type. They are not the type of fighter. They're not in my class of fighter. So it would have been a good fight if anyone picked it up. If they had given us a chance, either with Morrison or Hunt.
Mike.
Yeah.
Now, regarding to the last question about being, the Michael Hunt. He actually, when was asked about fighting you, he kind of thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should, I don't know. Like, he was very off put, maybe, and even Michael Hunt at the top of his game wasn't enthusiastic about fighting you. So that makes a lot of sense, really. So,
Michael Hunt was a cruiserweight. He fought actually at the cruiserweight level, not heavyweight. So you can't get someone who's now ranked number two, who's the only guy who's beaten my colleague. He's got some money, and I don't blame him. He's got to exploit his potential. He's got to make him, like I said, despite the fact that he's ranked number three in heavyweight division or top 10. I would love to fight him at any time, just to displace him and get a title shot. But I believe that I can knock him out. And once I knock him out, I'm gonna get a title shot or the recognition that I'm for real. So, and knowing that I need to fight someone else like Mackenzie, if I could fight him, the more reason that he wanted to raise his to get some money. Like I said, no one there threatened me. I'm the baddest man out there today, pound for pound, and it ought to be proven. Like I said, if they were doing something right, they could have given me a title shot or even just my bubble. You know how they do that? They should call my block off and get in the ring with me. I shouldn't.
yeah, that makes sense as well. Like, he needs to. He's posted on his Instagram about the fight, and he said, is in a caption, contracts are being written up. So that's a positive, and I did comment on it.
The contract. You hadn't signed a contract. There was a contract, but it hadn't been signed because there is one thing I want them to understand that I am in Nigeria. I'm in Abuja, Nigeria. Nigerian immigration services at this moment. You can see this color on my top head. This is the immigration color. That's the indicative of where I am. I'm in the custody of the Nigerian immigration services. And if I were to take a fight with either Morrison or Hunt, the idea is for me to come along wherever the fight may be scheduled, the venue that is, give them a fight, come back here, continue with my immigration needs. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it's not about my unavailability or availability. I would come in here to fight the fight and return here and continue with my immigration needs. I pay for any other circumstances that I might not know, but I would rather, take off from here as it's permitted, come and fight and return here.
Yeah, that makes sense. To travel overseas and fight in America. I mean, would you ever think of fighting in the UK?
Great, great, great opportunity.
If you honestly, Ike, if you ever came to fight in the UK, I'd love that. I personally would love that. Like, I've got a friend, that Chuka, Udemizu, who I've been speaking to, and he's currently on a journey, a trip in Nigeria. And when I meet him, I've been speaking to him over the phone, and we're open to meeting each other and making it more possible. He wants to meet you in person eventually, and he wants to support you legally. And because he travels to Nigeria a lot, he can be there for you in person, and it'll help with, like, say, communication. Like, if we had a camera there with a good microphone, we could get a more of a decent interview rather than WhatsApp. We get a better interview if he comes over. So my fingers are crossed. I'm looking forward to meeting Chuka because I feel, yeah, I feel like he'll really help out, and he's been a fan of yours for a long time. So alongside that, I'm very looking forward to it.
I have support, um, around the world, and I wouldn't mind, the gentleman, in my corner. The thing is that I'm more sure of the technicality of what he brings to the table. He said he's an expert sports attorney.
Hello. The connection's going a little bit, but I can hear you. Can, can you hear me? Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Look, the connection went a little minute.
Yeah, it was cut off. Yes, the fact that your friend wanted to meet me would be a great honor. Likewise, I'm thinking about what he can do. We want fight. We want an attorney who can use his expertise to get me a fight, a real fight that will establish my cause in becoming a heavyweight champion of the world. That's all. I mean, I don't need so much from him, but just that, to spread the news, by the way, it's a discrimination when you cannot fight either in any of the regard citizens or even not contested, and yet they call that equal opportunity and equal employment. So I don't know what the level of understanding is to a degree of partiality, to a degree of discrimination. I believe that I have the right to know why the boxing run from me. That's a privilege that the people may rely on. The boxing has been related or resourced to Saudi Arabia, but there's nothing to monopolize now. I don't know the contest in law to demand that it introduced to game to stop of to the boxing profession that is mine, not for other, like a public disgrace. It's not what the public wants. They could take a poll to see if, in fact, people want to do the back. All the comments I read, all the comments I post on that I receive on YouTube channel, also, I've got about almost 2,000 subscribers, and not a woman fight. They want me to fight, and to that extent, the public wants me to fight, and the hard season is not included. I mean, happening to that effect. So they said that they'll do what the public wants, they fight the public wants, So it's not everybody going to talk about this. The thing is that if I had anything to let me know so that I can, start out your stuff, so that I can get a fight and round up my career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, and I think Chuka, it'd be really good on the legal side of things because I think boxers mostly they experience betrayal, they experience being betrayed. I'll repeat myself. It's just a connection. It's all right. So Chuka would be really good on the legal side of things for to support you. So basically, most boxers they experience betrayal. For anyone watching the video now, like Ike is experienced this with promoters in the past, especially the most recent one. And Chuka would be there to help to make sure that that betrayal doesn't happen and that you're prepared and that you know all your legal rights. He's a dual qualified barrister and he's got qualifications in Nigerian jurisdiction. So he's very up there, especially even in England. He's very high up there. So I'm sure once I meet him and once we get him on board and once we all meet together and whatnot, I'm sure we can make something of this. It's important that we all work together, even the public, and they understand that there's ramifications that are beyond your will, that it's not your fault, and you're doing your hardest to get to that point of fighting in the ring again. As so long as we all work together, we can make it happen. We've got to remain optimistic and stay
I
blessed as
do.
well.
Yes, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This,
All of us have to be.
I'm ready to go. Perform one more time and write the history and record of what would have been,
Yeah,
each one of me. So everything will be all right, and I know that I'm doing my own part, shape, staying out of trouble, maintaining the significance of my goal, and to be world champion. And the another thing I want us to talk about, people might have been marketing. So this guy, the Zeus guy didn't have any to selling my. So you and I talked about something about the media, how the fights could be sold on the media, where there could be, less offer, and I on the percentage of revenue generated from media sales. You listed so many agencies and private organizations that help sell a fight that I'm in, as well promote, generate the money that is there and not, depend on.
yeah, yeah. I think once you have that first fight, once you have the first boxing match, that's when all the opportunities will flow in. Like
Yeah,
it's just the difficult part is getting that first match, innit?
yeah, yeah. I believe that.
Because then after that first match, they'll all see what you've been saying from the start. They'll all see it.
Yes.
But I think you're a great role model, Ike, and you're doing really well. You ought to be proud of yourself as well because you're staying motivated and you're a good idol to a lot of people who look up to you. So you know, not only that, you're a boxing legend as well. So big up to you, Ike, and stay positive. And we're going to make something of this, and we'll all work together.
No doubt.
Hey, what I'll do then is I'll call it a day, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day, and thank you and God bless.
Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.